When Ryan Garcia stepped into the ring, he was one of boxing's brightest stars, with a dazzling career ahead of him. But in one night, everything changed. This is the story of how Ryan Garcia lost his entire career in a single night. Ryan Garcia was known for his lightning-fast hands, charismatic personality, and an undefeated record. He was a social media sensation, with millions of followers across platforms, and a rising star in the lightweight division. Trained by the legendary Eddie Reynoso, Garcia was part of the same camp as Canelo Alvarez, the pound-for-pound king. The sky seemed to be the limit for the young fighter, who combined raw talent with the marketing savvy of a seasoned veteran. Garcia's journey to stardom began early. Born in Victorville, California, he started boxing at the age of 7. His amateur career was illustrious, amassing a record of 215, 15, and securing multiple national championships. His transition to the professional ranks was seamless, and his good looks and flashy style quickly garnered him a massive following. By the time he turned professional at 17, Garcia was already touted as a future world champion. In 2020, Ryan Garcia faced Luke Campbell, a former Olympic gold medalist and a top contender in the lightweight division. Garcia was knocked down for the first time in his career in the second round, but he got back up and delivered a stunning body shot KO in the 7th round to win the fight. This victory catapulted him to new heights, and he was seen as a legitimate threat to the top fighters in the division. However, after his victory over Campbell, Garcia's career took a series of unexpected turns. He pulled out of a scheduled fight against Javier Fortuna, citing mental health issues. While his openness about mental health was praised, it also led to speculation about his focus and commitment to the sport. Mental health is an important issue, and Garcia's decision to prioritize his well-being was commendable. However, the timing and nature of his announcement raised eyebrows in the boxing community. Garcia returned to the ring in 2021, but his performances were inconsistent. Injuries and delays plagued his career, and he struggled to regain the momentum he once had. He was still winning fights, but the dominant performances that had defined his early career were no longer there. He won a bout against Emmanuel Tago, but it was far from the convincing knockout victories that had become his trademark. Critics began to question if Garcia had lost his edge. Then came the night that changed everything. Garcia was set to fight Gervonta "Tank" Davis, one of the most feared punchers in boxing. The fight was highly anticipated, with both fighters boasting impressive records and knockout power. But what was supposed to be Garcia's defining moment turned into his nightmare. From the opening bell, it was clear that Garcia was not the same fighter. Davis dominated the fight, using his superior skills and power to control the ring. Garcia was knocked down multiple times, and by the 6th round, it was clear he was outmatched. The referee stopped the fight, handing Garcia his first professional loss. The aftermath of the fight was devastating for Garcia. His confidence was shattered, and the media and fans were quick to criticize his performance. Promoters and sponsors began to distance themselves, and his once promising career seemed to be in freefall. The loss exposed weaknesses in Garcia's game that had previously been overlooked, and his reputation as a top contender was in tatters. The questions surrounding Garcia's mental health resurfaced with greater intensity. Boxing is as much a mental game as it is a physical one, and the psychological toll of a crushing defeat can be profound. Garcia had always been candid about his struggles with anxiety and depression, but now these issues were seen through the lens of his professional shortcomings. The public and media were unforgiving, and the young fighter found himself in a maelstrom of doubt and criticism. In the weeks following the fight, Garcia announced that he was taking an indefinite break from boxing to focus on his mental and physical health. It was a shocking turn of events for a fighter who had once been touted as the future of the sport. The hiatus allowed Garcia to step away from the limelight and the relentless scrutiny, but it also meant time away from the ring during his prime fighting years. The boxing world is notoriously harsh, and comebacks are rarely smooth. The physical demands of the sport, combined with the need for peak mental acuity, make returning from a hiatus a daunting task. Garcia's decision to step back was both necessary and risky. While it was essential for his personal well-being, it also cast a long shadow over his career. The loss to Davis was more than just a defeat. It was a turning point. For Garcia, it represented a harsh reality check. The flashy knockouts and social media fame could not mask the fact that he had significant gaps in his skill set that needed addressing. His defense was porous, and his ability to adapt mid-fight was questioned. The aura of invincibility that had surrounded him was shattered, and rebuilding it would require more than just physical training. While it's possible that Garcia could make a comeback, the night he lost to Gervonta Davis will forever be remembered as the moment his career took a dramatic and possibly irreversible turn. The rise and fall of Ryan Garcia serves as a cautionary tale about the pressures of fame, the importance of mental health, and the unforgiving nature of professional boxing. Boxing has seen many comebacks, and Garcia's talent is undeniable. However, the road ahead is fraught with challenges. He needs to address not only his physical training, but also his mental resilience. The support of his team, family, and fans will be crucial, but ultimately, the journey back is one he must undertake on his own. The fall of Ryan Garcia is also a reminder of the fickle nature of fame. In the digital age, athletes are not just judged by their performances in the ring, but also by their personas outside of it. Social media can amplify both success and failure, and for Garcia, the latter was magnified in a way that few could have anticipated. In the end, the story of Ryan Garcia is still being written. While the night he lost to Gervonta Davis was a significant chapter, it does not have to be the final one. With determination, the right support system, and a renewed focus, Garcia can still reclaim his place in the sport. But for now, that night stands as a poignant reminder of how quickly fortunes can change in the world of boxing. Thank you for watching. If you liked this one, subscribe to Luxe Lane and check out some of our other videos.